So this is the first recording in the ABAP Beginners Part 1 tutorial. Um, you'll notice that my screen's probably a little different than yours. I'm on a Mac, so just keep that in mind. Typically what you'll do is you'll go to your Windows Start menu, which this should look very familiar. If you don't have this SAP logon already, you can go to All Programs, SAP Frontend, and SAP Logon. And that should bring up your login window. Should start up something like this, and then once it pops up, go ahead and click on SEC, which is our sandbox, and you can either hit log on or double click. We're going to then change that to client 200, as this is our development client currently. If this changes, just find out from somebody what our development client is. You should be set up now with a SAP username and password. So go ahead and log in. We're then going to go from the ABAP workbench. There are other utilities such as SE38 or SE24 or SE37, but from the classes that I've taken, I've noticed that mainly they're teaching out of SE80 now. So let's go in here. And what I want you to do is head on into your local objects. So you might start out at a program or a package or something like that. What I want you to do is head on into local objects. It should change to your username. You might have to click in here and hit enter. Now once you're here, you may see that there's no objects underneath your temp gap or your temporary username here. You can either right click and go ahead and create a new program. So this new program, we're going to take that top include off. We're not going to need it. And basically, go ahead and put your Z to start because it's a custom program. And then go ahead and put in your username. So for me, this is zgap4. Then we're going to do underscore hello world. Now there should be a prompt that comes up and asks for title. You can change it to whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Make sure that the type is an executable program. Go ahead and save that. When the package comes up, go ahead and make sure there's $temp in there. If that does not appear, just click local object. And this has now created your first program in SAP. It's also known as a report type of program. So some things to note at this point. This is a complete program that does absolutely nothing basically. But you'll see your report name here. You'll also notice beside it, it is currently in the inactive state and also inactive revised. So if you save this, you'll notice that it's saved down here and it moved to just an inactive status. Now currently no one in the system could run this program because it's in an inactive state. So what you need to do at this point is go ahead and go up here to this check and make sure there's no syntax errors, which green check mark, syntax correct, and activate, which is this matchstick looking thing. So go ahead and activate. You should, it may jump through the screen. If you do get things like this, just make sure the repository zgap4 hello world is selected. Go ahead and hit the check mark. Now you'll notice objects activated. Beside the report here, you'll notice that it is in the active state. So currently you can actually execute this program, which is this right here, or F8. And again, it doesn't do anything because we haven't told it to do anything yet. So now what we're going to do is just go in here and do write and then hello world. Now we'll go ahead and do that syntax check again. If you want to save first, that's fine. Put it in that inactive status. And then you can do the syntax check. Uh-oh, I have an error. Well, it says the last statement is not complete, period missing. Oh, well, at the end of statements in ABAP, we use period, similar to other languages where you use semicolon or other type of syntax. So let's go ahead and syntax check that again. Oh, now it's good. So we'll go ahead and save that. And we're going to activate again. Go ahead, check mark. And now we're going to execute. You can hit the caliper looking item or go ahead and hit F8. And it should jump you into this program, and that is your first program. Congratulations. ABAP